Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another one of our carrier episodes. In this one, we got a pretty interesting one for you, so definitely stick around for that. We are finally going to cut up the front of the hull. As you can see, this entire section, it's going to go bye-bye. We're going to redo it. I think it's ugly. It's got to get redone. So definitely stick around for that. We've got some pretty exciting stuff to show off in this episode and also talk about. So, real quick before we get a little bit further into the build, I just want to pause and say thank you guys so much for the support lately. The channel has been doing so well. So I really, really appreciate that from all of you guys. You guys have just been absolutely crushing it. In regards to that, one of the things I kind of wanted to talk about today while we build also is kind of the future of the channel a little bit. So a lot of people in the comments were kind of mentioning like, hey, you should make a Discord, you should, you should do this, you should do that. And a lot of that's coming. For the most part, Discord probably will get made eventually. What I'm kind of waiting for right now is for the channel to just grow a little bit. We're growing really, really fast right now, and it's doing quite well. So I kind of want to just stick to that. But once we get past the 500 subscriber mark, and honestly, by the time this video comes out, we probably already have done it. So thank you guys. If I haven't already said thank you. But yeah, after we hit 500 subscriber mark, I'm going to start looking a little bit more into Discords and stuff like that. And once I get a lot of that kind of figured out, I will come back and let you guys know. But yeah, we definitely plan on making a Discord. I have to kind of figure all of that out and what I want it to look like and how I want it to work and stuff first. So just give me a little bit of time with that and we'll get it figured out. But the only other thing I also kind of wanted to talk about was just other games that you guys would like to see played on the channel. So obviously, I like Stormworks. Stormworks isn't going to go away. This has been one of my favorite games for quite a few years now. So I do plan on playing this, but just for the sake of variety in the channel, I think that we should start branching out into other video games. So I don't know if any of you have any game suggestions that you would like to see me play. Currently, the games I was thinking of potentially playing would be similar to the sandbox kind of aesthetic. So I was thinking about games like Kerbal Space Program, maybe City Skylines, maybe some Space Engineers. I played that one a lot way back in the day, but I haven't really played it in recent years too much. I see it's doing pretty well though. But yeah, games like that is something that we're probably going to start branching out into. So if there's any like specific games that you guys really, really would love to see me play or check out, just drop a comment down in the comment section. If I haven't seen it, I'll definitely check it out. And if I like it and enjoy playing it, maybe we'll throw it on the YouTube. But that is a very important part of that, guys, is I'm not going to play games that I don't want to play. My best creative work is done when I'm doing things that I enjoy. So I'm not going to sit there and just kind of play a game haphazardly and not enjoy it and not do, what I believe is good work. So with that, just keep that in mind, that if you do suggest a game, I might not necessarily play it, but yeah, guys, I know I've kind of been yapping on for a while here. So, you see me going back to the video, you see that I'm kind of just lining the whole, kind of trying to get a shape that we like going. And, I commented on it in the previous videos, but the reason I'm doing this was I think the proportions of the ship were a little wonky. I think that the hull kind of came way too far back. And you guys will see, obviously, in this video when we're done with it, the overall dimensions of the carrier, I think, become way, 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 way better. And I think the inside space that we gained from it, I think overall it's a very, very good move. I think the ship before and after looks significantly better from a proportional standpoint. It looks bigger. It also looks more like a carrier in my mind. Before this, the line was it was not steep enough. The bow was not steep enough. The curve wasn't steep enough, all of that. So I made it a lot more aggressive all around. That obviously gives us a lot more space on the inside. But yeah, I'm gonna, for the time being, I'm gonna quit yapping just for a little bit, and we'll let the time lapse roll, and then I will hop back in and we'll talk a little bit more. All right, guys. All right, so we got the hull pretty much finished up. I'm gonna hop down here in the engine room here, just start the engine, so we can see the boat moving, we can see the hull on plane, and kind of see the shape, just if I like it. And you know, so far I think this is a really good start. I think proportionally we still have some things we got to work out with the ship. I think the ship still looks very tall, so we will kind of try to combat that in later episodes. What I end up doing is I make the deck a little bit wider, and the overhang kind of hides a little bit more of the hull, and it makes it look a little bit shorter, as well as it makes the boat itself look a little bit bigger. So that's something you'll see me play around with quite a bit in coming episodes. For the meantime, right now I experimented with moving this lift around a little bit. Just, you know, moving that hull forward gave me a lot more room to play with inside the actual hangar. So I wanted to see if we wanted to move this forward, but I believe I left it in the same spot it was. And you can see I'm going around, I'm fixing these modular door seals. This is something I haven't talked too much with you guys about for this build. And I believe now, and I could be incorrect, so if I am, correct me, but in Stormworks, the buoyancy is not calculated as you typically would assume it is. I believe that it is taking the volume of the air inside the vehicle and comparing that to the mass of the actual ship. So as soon as the mass is larger than the actual enclosed volume, that's how it calculates the buoyancy. And this is important to know because with the modular door seals, you can create a sealed space. So the entire hangar deck, the lower deck of the ship, is actually a buoyant space that the ship technically thinks is an enclosed space with air. And that's kind of why you see me play around with the door frames in the hangar a lot more than you would expect. The way I'm doing it on purpose, so this area is sealed, and for that reason, the ship can carry a lot more weight than if this was empty. You know, I played around with this a lot I did quite a few little test vehicles before we built this one in, you know, in Stormworks, but the other vehicles that I've noticed, you can kind of run into stability issues a lot with the water flooding into that wet deck. So everything forward of that rear bulkhead door in the hangar is an enclosed hull space, and that even includes this lift with the giant opening in it. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's something I figured I'd share with you guys. If you don't know, that's something I think that can be pretty useful to Stormworks. So. And again, I could be wrong on how exactly that works, but it more or less works similar to that. So just kind of keep in mind that you can close off spaces with doors if you really need to. But yeah, guys, I'm going to let the time lapse roll for just a little bit longer. And actually, no, I won't. I'll just keep it going. So we only have a few more minutes left in the video. And I'm just kind of finishing up painting stuff up here. You see we ended up with this really nice little almost like hip on the bottom of the hull that I really, really enjoyed, that I was able to actually carry that body line all the way through. And then we're going back to these, I don't really even know what you would call these. These get completely removed from this ship for the sake of, I don't really think there needs to be walkable deck space on the outside. The ship is really not that big, and we can't justify just throwing catwalks all over the sides on the outside. So what goes there is actually like a little cupola with a catapult launch area. And then on the other side, we'll have some balconies and stuff below the deck that you can access. And those all look really cool. But yeah, that's more or less the gist of this episode. I'm going to hop in this ship real quick, and we're going to start it up just again. And yeah, guys, that's about all I have for you today. So thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you have any games you guys want to see me play, definitely drop a comment down in the comment section. Anything beyond that, again, thank you guys, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.